This is the Gentlemen's Club podcast. We back with another episode. Man, before we say anything, make sure you like, comment, subscribe. We giving away money every week, so make sure you locked in. Make sure you subscribing every single time, every chance you get, share it. Make sure your friends share it. Comment below your Cash App Venmo so we can get you your bread or however we gonna do it. But we got a special guest, man. He been here before, anyways. We just wanted to sit down and just chop it up. I felt like, I was in the mood, you was in the mood. You can give your name so I can have that thing slide across the bottom.
Thanks. What's going on? My name is BJ Pepakai, actor, producer, director, writer, graduate from Morehouse College, Morehouse man.
Morehouse man
from Delaware, Middletown, Delaware.
What's that? What's
Yeah, facts. That's what everybody says. Where is Delaware? What's Delaware? That's up north. It's by Pennsylvania and Maryland.
Okay, Pennsylvania. Okay.
Yeah, up north.
Around my boy from Maryland.
Yeah. Nah, not Maryland, Delaware. Middletown, Delaware.
So y'all don't claim each other.
Nah. Some people, but you know what's crazy? A lot of people from Delaware try to claim like Philly or Jersey or Maryland and other places outside of Delaware, obviously, because Delaware is small, just like how you said, where's Delaware, Everybody says where's Delaware, but
Delaware State, we played Delaware State in basketball.
Facts, yeah. Some people know Delaware State and UD, maybe from Joe Flacco, but like other than that, like not a lot of people or big people that are out right now are from Delaware, so everybody's like, where's that, what's that? But I'm proud to rep it, you know what I'm saying?
You better be.
Everybody's definitely gonna know what Delaware is one day.
Yeah, and the reason we pretty much wanted to start the podcast and not start the podcast, but do this episode is because like I think you got to talking about how you just wanted to talk about where your mindset was, you know what I'm saying, and like and what's transpired throughout your life and stuff like that. For me, I'm just a little bit older. I remember when I was 24 too, so I feel like at 32, I feel like the tables turned for me a couple times, and I also been in my lows, I've been in my highs, but it's good when you on that high, you trying to keep going, especially when you early, you got energy. You know what I'm saying? But tell about where you from a little bit more, man. I know you say you from Delaware.
Yeah, it's a small place. Not a lot of people know where Delaware is or what it is. A lot of people are surprised that it's even a state, and I was surprised. I was shocked that the amount of people that didn't know what it was when I came.
What was it like? How was it for you coming up?
Like, it was cool. It was cool coming up. I played sports. I played basketball, football. I was in theater.
Boy, nice.
Yeah. I was decent about it. I'm tough now at basketball for real, but football. I played football, basketball, tennis. And acted in theater. Different plays and stuff. But
in high school.
In high school.
Okay.
In high school, I was in plays. Yeah.
Okay. So when you went to Morehouse, what year you graduated?
2022. Spring 2022. Yeah.
Okay.
22.
Yeah. Okay. What was your major?
Theater and performance.
Yep.
It was a Spelman major because they didn't have it at Morehouse.
Okay.
So, I like that obviously because Spelman was all girls.
So tell about that journey, man. How was it coming up from Delaware, and then like what made you? Or not really what made you, because you kind of said you kind of came up around it, but what made you get into acting? Like what? Because I'm scared to act. I don't know about nobody else.
Yeah, it's tough.
I ain't gonna say I'm scared to act. I feel like I can act, honestly. I just never. It's just something that I don't know, man. Like it's just something. It's a fear behind it. You know what I'm saying?
I think everybody can act.
Yeah. So how did you get into it though? Coming from Delaware.
Me, I got into it when I was young, like really, really young. I used to imitate like movies and like scenes from movies as a baby and as a kid. Like there's videos of me as like a little 3-year-old dancing on the floor, just mimicking like Temptations or Five Heartbeats or different movies.
A little old school stuff.
Yeah, old school stuff, just entertainment, just random stuff. And I would do it like before even knowing what it was, obviously, because I was so young, having fun.
Yeah.
And when I was that young doing that, my parents put me into acting. I used to go up to New York every day on the train and do auditions. And then it got to a point where an agent said, y'all have to go to LA if he really wants to take it serious, if y'all really want to take him to the next level. And they didn't do that, so I stayed in Delaware. It's bigger. It was bigger out there at the time.
Bigger stage, opportunity.
Way bigger stage, yeah. And Delaware, obviously, the closest thing is New York or Philadelphia,
Okay.
So
you just always just seen yourself as on the screen?
No, I always see myself entertaining, At first, it was I did it was a stint after when I was a kid going to New York and stuff. It was a stint where I played sports.
Mhm.
You know, I got into sports and played basketball and stuff. But I feel like with sports and stuff, there's a lot of politics with high school sports.
Yeah,
You know,
it is. They gotta
so
like you.
exactly, yeah. It's a lot.
Luckily, I was on the other side.
It's a lot of politics with that.
I
So
could dunk.
yeah,
I was one of them niggas.
yeah. Facts. You
So I
tough at
understand.
ball. Facts. You tough at ball.
Hell yeah.
But
why?
it really depends. I feel like for
Hey,
basketball, it really
don't let pepper
depends.
count food.
Basketball is a whole different topic because that
Yeah,
really
shit it
depends
out.
like what situation you in. Because if you look at it, it's so many different players that
Yeah.
are in certain situations,
Mhm.
and it's like because of the situation they're in, they will never get a D1 offer.
Right.
They will never get looked
Yeah.
at. They will never get scouted. You
Yeah.
feel me? Compared
Yeah.
to the player who's probably not as good,
Yeah.
that will
Hey,
probably
but
get. You feel me?
I understand.
Looked
I was
at
on both.
easy.
I ain't gonna say I was on both sides, but I started on one side, but I
Mhm.
worked my way out of it.
Sure.
How was that with you with acting? I know it's a hard thing to actually get gigs and doing all of
Very
that. You know what I'm
hard.
saying? It's just kind of like basketball. You know,
Yeah.
once you get out of college and you're trying to get to the pros, it's a waiting time to pick up a
Facts.
contract. And if you got a family, you got to get them, like, you got to figure out what you're gonna be doing in the meantime. But I know acting is kind of like the same. It's kind of like you go through your contract phase. You know
Facts.
what I'm saying? You either going 2 years, 3 years, whatever sitcom do, it do good, you go
Or whatever
again.
job, yeah.
Tell us about that experience though. How is it when in the dry season and then finally getting some? Like, how is that for you?
I think for acting specifically, well, not even acting specifically, but entertainment, sports, any career that's like more independent in a
Yeah.
sense, and really like it's kind of like jumping off a cliff.
It
You
is.
know what I'm saying? Like any career path like that, I would say you have to stay confident and stay persistent and believe in yourself.
Mhm.
Those three things: confidence, persistence, and well, really, I would say because confidence is attached to believing in
Yeah.
yourself. So I would say believing in yourself, persistence, and discipline.
Yeah.
Those three things, if you follow those three things, then nothing can stop you.
Yeah.
And that's hard because
Yeah.
everybody's not going to follow that. 99%, 98% of people are probably going to fold at some point in time.
Yeah.
And you know, you can't be mad at them for it. But if
Yeah.
you're trying to reach that other level, if you're trying to reach that 1%, you obviously got to do what you got to do and stay
Yeah.
persistent, stay locked in. You feel me? And keep having faith that it's gonna work out.
I hope you're enjoying this brand new episode of the Gentleman's Club. But first, make sure you subscribe to the channel right now. And also, every week I'm giving away free money to a brand new subscriber, $50. Make sure you like, subscribe, and comment below your Cash App, and I'll get you your funds weekly to a brand new subscriber. Click now.
Project show.
What are some? I know you got so much going on. How do you, just for the people, because I like to advise the people too, guide them in any type of way I can, or learn something from each episode. What are ways that you manage all of that? Like you saying you got all of these gigs. You was a teacher at one point, so it's like, how do you prioritize? Like, what are your techniques when it goes to like having all this shit mapped out, especially at 24? Remember, hey, 24.
Fact. I think
So y'all listen.
fact. I think at first it was different. Probably like a few months ago it was different. And then I read this book and then my mindset changed, And instead of thinking about it as focusing on my job more and my career more, I started thinking about it as focusing on myself more and my mindset more.
Yeah.
And the moment where I started doing that and following certain principles every day and staying consistent with it and learning discipline and learning the difference between staying disciplined and consistent compared to actually not, it's different, and it's the difference between results and talking about results.
Yeah.
Everybody talks about it, but who does it? You feel me? And that's the difference, And
you know what I learned, bro?
What's up?
I learned that the doers don't like the talkers, and the talkers don't like the doers. Let me tell you why. The talkers are always talking about what the doers are doing. And the doers get mad because all the talkers do is talk.
But I mean, the right doers, the ones who excel to the top, are the ones that don't worry about the talk. They're the ones that let it drive them.
And you're acknowledged as a talker. A doer is a doer. That's why it's separated. That's why people beef. it's always the ones who are actually doing it. The people who like represent us, we can take it back to like black culture. People who march, people who talk, people who like are faces for us when it comes to like injustices, right? They don't like people like dudes who don't vote, like people who don't vote, or people because they don't debate with those people because it's like they out there doing it. They in the streets, they see the power of voting, but you got people who don't vote. They don't do. They just talk about and complain about what the dudes are doing. You see what I'm saying? It's always a separation. So like throughout our journey, you know, you two as well, just listening to you speak, man, like the doers are that's how you learn.
Yeah, but
that's how you learn.
But you know it's crazy. It's easy to talk about it, but it's so hard to do it, you know?
It's so hard to do.
And
that's
it's
like the biggest fight.
Exactly. And it's like I told my guys this after
that's a huge fight.
After I've been moving a certain way, but I told all the guys this. You have a group of 10 people, right?
Yeah.
And you got a group of 3 people, right? The group of 10 people live a certain lifestyle. It's cool. You cool with it. You can mind it. You don't mind it. It's some problems, but it's something that you can obtain, right?
Yeah.
But there's the 3 people who live a certain lifestyle that a lifestyle that you couldn't even imagine, that you didn't even think was possible.
Right.
And the group of 10 people are telling you a set of principles, right? And then the group of 3 people are telling you a set of different principles. What group are you going to follow? Typically,
you're going to follow the majority. Typically, that's what these niggas doing, bro.
I didn't even think about it like
typically,
that.
You said typically, what are you gonna follow? Typically, these niggas is gonna follow the majority. They gonna do what everybody else fucking doing. It's gonna be hard to do the opposite.
That's facts. If you think about, but mind you, but nah, I thought you were gonna say the 3 people. Honestly,
yeah.
Because they're living that life.
If the 3 people, it depends on what's coming out of the 3 people. What's the benefits of it, right? If the 3
they're
people
living that life that you could only imagine,
then I'm gonna do what they doing.
Exactly.
Me.
But everybody, but if you ask everybody that question, general population, if you ask the general population that question, everybody's gonna say the 3 people. They're gonna listen to the 3 people. Right? I mean, because they're going to want that life they can never imagine.
I'm telling you, bro, this is what's going to happen. These people is going to try to do what they doing and run into a wall thinking that shit easy, and they're going to go and do what other niggas doing. That's what everybody do. They hit the wall, they hit the wall, and they go to the majority. That's why you got rich and that's why you got poor.
I guess. Yeah.
Every human being on this world goes through adversity. Everybody hit a wall.
Absolutely.
Everybody.
Yeah.
But it's all about who's going to continue to go when they hit that wall?
Yeah.
And then who's going to fall?
Exactly.
Majority fall.
Yeah.
Majority fall into a lifestyle that they really aren't okay with, but they accept it.
Because we accept
you, I'm not. We not accepting.
Yeah.
It's a whole different level of life that you've witnessed and I've witnessed. So you're not going to tell me it's not worth it in the end for yourself and for your family. That you know, doing it and actually sacrificing those bumps and those bruises and going through stuff and seeing that end goal, you know, it makes it all work. Especially for your kids, bro. You know what I'm saying?
For real, for generations.
You, cool. You done broke a generational curse or whatever you got
bigger
going
than
on.
You, though.
You kept it going, however it is. But most people get hit and go with the 10. They don't realize how hard it is. I just seen this clip with Will Smith. They don't realize how hard it is to be from good to great. And people who average don't know how hard it is to be from average to even good. Yeah. I understand good so well. Honestly. I genuinely understand good. I understand that good to get you by. Good can pay your bills. Good can take care of your kids. That's good. You know what I'm saying? Like you can have a house, you can have a family, you can have kids, you can have a car, you can have all of these things, and that's good. But do you want to be good or do you want to be great?
Exactly.
Me and my wife talk about being great.
That's what's up. That's
we don't say, hey, we want to be great. But the things that we conversate about in life and what we want out of life and the things, the wants, the bullshit, the stuff that I got what I need. I got God. We both got God. We got the understanding. Yeah. But when it comes to like a level of lifestyle, like the freedom, that financial freedom.
But
We still want to get to that more. You know what I'm saying?
but
So people get hit. And me and my wife, we've been together for I don't know how long now. We've gotten hit. But it's like, you know, what was your response? Man, keep going. You know? That's my response individually. So I keep going. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, majority of people gonna get hit, snap, boom, I can't do it. That's a
facts,
hard
you gotta
thing.
think about it like I saw a video. Isaiah Thomas said that D Rose told him, he was like telling him the situation, and he was just like telling him how hard it was or whatever in the league. And he said it can't storm forever.
Mm-hmm. Never.
Can't storm forever.
Never, bro.
You know? So if you keep pushing, it's like, why stop? You're so close. And I've seen so many stories where people
right there.
say so many people are so close there to where they want to get to. And even if they're successful, even if they failed, they say if they kept pushing, the people that made it say the people that made it say right when they were about to give up, they kept pushing one more time and they made it, right? And the people that didn't make it say,
if only
they pushed one more time,
one more,
they would have made it. One more, but they quit. Yeah. So, but you don't see the other side. You got to trust God's plan. You got to trust God's plan.
I got this tatted on my chest. Walk by faith, not by sight. It's on my chest because I genuinely believe that the devil is here to trick you.
Yeah, for sure. Absolutely.
You don't know how blessed you are, but even right now.
Exactly.
Even right now, standing right here today.
Exactly.
I don't understand how blessed I am. I don't understand sleeping in this workout room right over here. I done seen 3 different people sleep in this workout room right over here.
Yeah.
I don't understand it. So I really don't understand how good I got it because I've never had it like that or any worse.
But you just got to be grateful. You know, you got to be grateful for your blessings. Got to be
grateful. Got to be.
And that's what gets you over the hump. You can't be jealous over anybody else's blessings. You know, you got to be celebratory over other people's blessings. Absolutely. You know, because
that energy goes over. And I do want to say on camera that I'm proud of you, bro. Like, because
I appreciate you, bro.
At your young age, you got a plan, and I know you sticking to it because I've seen it. I met you 2 years ago,
2022,
2 years ago, 2.5 years ago.
Yeah, 2 years ago. It's crazy. Damn.
When I met you, you was acting and doing all of that. 2.5 years later, you still acting, doing all of that, and now you starting to see a little bit. I always give everything a 5-year plan. You know, you gonna taste it.
You said that. Facts. I remember you saying that.
Everything 5 years. Everything 5 years. After 5 years, bro, you gonna be 5 years. If you push the gas in 5 years, you're gonna be way greater than what you were before that 5 years. If you stop, you're just gonna be the same nigga.
I know my plan.
I'm not saying I don't know your plan. You don't know your plan. I'm just saying like motherfuckers be they be stagnant.
But here's the thing though. See, that's the problem though. Like, that's the difference between good and great.
Yeah.
Great, other motherfuckers wouldn't be in their vocabulary because they're not worried about other motherfuckers.
Right.
We got lanes. We got lanes. Everybody's in different lanes.
Yeah.
Me, I'm in my own lane.
Same path,
the 1% are in their own lane. Everybody else, majority of people in life don't probably realize it, and that's okay. But they're in other lanes. Social media, you're in other lanes, obviously, because you're looking at so many other profiles. You're looking at people all day. That's all you're doing.
Right.
You know, so it's different lanes. If you stay in your lane, you're focused.
Right.
If you worry about other people, talk about other people, clearly you tell me if you're focused on what you got to do. You tell me.
You're not.
Okay. So it's a difference, you know. And
we was just talking about that. How
discipline.
we was just talking about that with discipline and everything. We was just talking about that in the car. How that like I said, I heard Will Smith say this too. The journey is so lonely sometimes when it comes to like depending on others. You know what I'm saying? So as long as you stay in your lane, you pushing your gas on yourself, like you said, like you gonna end up at that 1%. You know what I'm saying? So everybody gotta stay in their lane. Everybody gotta push their own gas. Everybody gotta follow their own journey. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely lonely, man.
It's lonely. It's lonely, bro.
People don't understand that.
People never gonna
People
understand.
don't
Me and
understand
my it's so
that.
funny. I keep
People
saying
don't
this,
understand.
but me
People
and
are
my wife
never
was
gonna
just talking about it on the balcony. Nobody's gonna completely understand your problems and your weaknesses and the things that you go through. Not 100% because they don't see it through your eyes and they don't feel how you feel. So it's like it's really everything is like when you're trying to improve and you see a vision of your social media or your acting career, you're the only one with that vision. You can explain that vision to me and I can try to picture it in my mind, but it's never going to be as clear as yours
until you start seeing the results, right?
until I start seeing.
Then when you start seeing the results, you'll support it, right?
But even then, your vision of yourself is going to be way different.
Bigger. Yeah, exactly.
And what I see is going to be a past tense version of your vision now.
Exactly.
So we're
You're
never gonna
catch up. Until at some point, no, I take that back. No.
Dolo forever.
No, that's not true. Because at some
until
point,
you stop going, you dolo.
But think about it though. At some point, like if a rapper said he was gonna go for a dream, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he went for it and he started rapping and going for that dream, and all his homies said you wasn't gonna do it, you wasn't gonna do it. And then he signed a deal. Mm-hmm. Then some of his homies say, okay, you are going to do it.
Right.
But still there's some that say you aren't going to do it. You should stop. Then he come out with a banger. That's top 3 on the top 10 on the chart or something.
He said he was going to do.
And then he get to the point where he win a Grammy.
Right.
And then when he win a Grammy, all these heads support him. All these heads want to go,
But when he went number 1, he was thinking about winning a Grammy.
He was thinking about winning a Grammy when he started out.
Yeah.
When nobody,
but people don't believe that shit.
People don't.
And then when he do that, they be like, "Okay, cool, bet." And then in his brain, he like, "I'm about to go get a fucking Grammy." But we still on some shit like, bet you got number 1, you ain't getting no Grammy, nigga.
Exactly.
So we never gonna connect until you do it. You always by yourself. I truly believe that your journey and your vision, or your vision of what you see of yourself, bro, is forever. A percentage of it. Just a tad bitty percent. I would say probably like 2% of your dream is lonely.
Well, I wouldn't say it's my dream. I would say it's God's dream. It's God's vision.
I like that. That's facts.
I'm going for God's vision.
That's facts.
I feel like that's when things started clicking for me. Mm-hmm. When I started walking by faith, I stopped overthinking. I stopped worrying about the future. I stopped regretting the past. I stopped reminiscing. I stopped doing bad habits and stuff that wasn't driving me forward, and it was like I started just trusting God. I saw a video that said, you don't stress when you behind the wheel or something. You don't stress when you driving behind the wheel. Mm-hmm. So why you trip when God driving your plans and what you and your drive and what you got going on?
Right.
Why you tripping at overthinking on situations when he got you? You know what I'm saying?
He's driving.
If you have faith, he gonna set everything
just
right.
Like you in that car.
And literally from that, like just moving a certain way, following certain stuff, being consistent, staying disciplined, learning certain principles, things have been changing. Mm-hmm. You feel me? And it's hard. It's not easy, Absolutely. But it's a choice. But it's like, think about it. I saw a video too, and this is facts. You can, if you don't want to pay the price for hard work, wait till you get the bill for regret.
That's the worst thing to live with.
You can live cool now. You can live fine your whole life. But like I said, do you want to lock in and then live a life that you never thought was possible? You feel me? And it's like me, exactly. And for me, it's like the whole trajectory of it, the whole journey is bigger than me. A lot of times if I don't want to do stuff, stay consistent, I don't only think about me. I think about different times, my mom, my dad, my brothers, my sisters, like just different people in my life, my friends, my brother, like just so many people, the doubters, the haters, you feel me? Because I got a lot of them too. Mm-hmm. I've had them when I started, I still got them now, you feel me? And that's never going to stop. Exactly, facts. That's I need them. I need them.
They're your family members.
I need them. If I didn't have them, if I didn't have haters, I wouldn't be where I'm at, you feel me? Because there's times at night where you're chilling, you got nothing to do, and it's like you could be on IG, you could be on social media, but it's like instead, like you think of that whisper in the back of your ear, like you were never going to do that. Mm-hmm. That was never possible. Yeah. Why are you even doing this audition? What's the point?
Yeah.
I'm not gonna put you up there. I'm not gonna give you recognition. I'm not gonna put you on this wall.
Mm-hmm.
What did you do? What have you done? And then I think about it. I sit back and think about it. Whoever doesn't look at me at a point where it's like they don't respect me as an actor or entertainer, it's like I can't get mad at them because me looking at it, what have I done?
Right.
What have I done?
Right.
That's in the back of my mind. So it's okay. No, I don't want to go to the club. No, I don't want to hang out. No, I don't want to do this. No, I don't want to watch Netflix and chill. No, I don't want to chill with this John. Yeah. No, I don't want to do this, that, and the third. I want to work. I want to stay locked in, do what I'm passionate about, do what I love to do. You feel me? Because at the end of the day, I'm not proving them wrong. I'm proving myself right.
I said you might need a Joan though.
Absolutely. I need a